Living with a narcissist literally destroys your brain, not emotionally, physically. And one of the three ways it does it is almost irreversible. Have you ever walked on eggshells in your own home, chosen your words so carefully that by the time you finished a sentence, you had already forgotten what you originally wanted to say? Felt exhausted without being able to explain why? Not tired from working, not tired from not sleeping, just tired from existing in a space that never felt safe. What most people don't know is that what you were experiencing was not just emotional, it was neurological. Living with a narcissist does not just wear you down emotionally, it physically changes the structure of your brain. And one of those changes, the third one we're going to talk about today, can be almost irreversible. Stick around until the end, because when you hear what the third one does, you are never going to look at this the same way again. This video is going to show you exactly what happened inside your mind and why none of it was your fault. Imagine Lily. She has been living with a man who can be completely charming one moment and explosive the next. A dish left in the wrong place, a tone of voice he did not like, a look that he decided meant something it did not. Lily never knows which version of him is going to walk through that door. And that, exactly that, is what is destroying her brain. Brain change 1. The amygdala. The first region affected is the amygdala. This is the part of the brain that processes fear and threat. When you live in an emotionally unpredictable environment where any moment can turn into a criticism, an attack, or humiliation, the amygdala enters a state of permanent alert. Over time, it stops being an alarm that activates when there is real danger. It becomes an alarm that never turns off. That is why Lily feels a constant anxiety even when nothing is happening. That is why she cannot relax even when she is alone in the house. That is why her body is exhausted, even though she has not done anything physically demanding. Her brain is literally interpreting completely neutral moments as dangerous, not because Lily is weak, but because her amygdala has been reprogrammed by the environment she lives in. Do you recognize that feeling of always being on alert, even when everything seems fine? Drop a yes or no in the comments right now, and keep watching because the second change goes even deeper. Brain change 2, the prefrontal cortex. And this one is particularly devastating. This is where logic happens, clear thinking, decision-making, self-control. The repetitive cycle of emotional manipulation, the constant invalidation, the "you're too sensitive," the "that never happened," creates a progressive deterioration in this area. And when the prefrontal cortex is damaged, something precious disappears, the ability to think clearly. Lily starts doubting her own memory. She gets confused easily. Simple decisions feel impossible. Her mind feels foggy, like she has suddenly lost access to her own reasoning. And the cruelest part is that he uses exactly that against her. You never remember things correctly. You always get confused. No, Lily, your brain is responding exactly the way any brain would respond after years of sustained manipulation. Before I tell you the third change, the one neuroscientists consider almost irreversible, share this video with someone who needs it. They may be living this right now without even knowing it. Brain change 3, the hippocampus. And this is where the science gets serious. The hippocampus is the structure essential for memory and learning. When you live with a narcissist, the chronic stress triggers cortisol, the stress hormone, continuously and relentlessly. And when cortisol stays elevated for months and years, something happens that scientists took a long time to believe. It literally reduces the physical volume of the hippocampus. The structure shrinks. This explains Lily's memory lapses, the constant forgetting, the difficulty concentrating, the feeling that her mind no longer works the way it used to. And yes, according to neuroscience, this damage can be the hardest to reverse if the cycle is not broken in time. Living with a narcissist is not just emotional exhaustion, it is a real and physical reprogramming of your brain. But here's the good news, and it's important that you hear this.
The human brain has something extraordinary called neuroplasticity. When you break the cycle, when you remove yourself from the toxic environment, the brain can begin to regenerate. The amygdala calms down. The prefrontal cortex recovers its function. The hippocampus can begin to grow back. Not overnight, but with time, with support, and with the right information, it happens. And the fact that you're watching this video right now, that you're looking for answers, that's already the first step. Now I want to hear from you. How long were you with a narcissist, and what is one thing you would say today to someone who is still in it? Drop it in the comments. Someone reading your words right now is still inside that situation, still telling themselves it's not that bad. Your experience might be exactly what finally gives them the courage to leave.